So, drink and bliss, okay?
Heart of Storm is the second chapter in the StarCraft II trilogy, and it's really the chapter that's focused on the Zerg, and more specifically on Sarah Kerrigan. We have a couple of new units for each race. So on the Protoss side, we have the Mothership Core, which is kind of a cool, kind of multi-purpose, it works as base defense. It's got a couple really cool abilities as well. There's the Tempest, which is a flyer that has really long range capabilities, longer range than we've ever had in StarCraft II before, so some really pretty cool strategic choices that come out of that. And then the Oracle, which is pretty neat, kind of base harassment slash like utility unit that does a lot of fun stuff. So those will kind of mix up the Protoss gameplay a lot. On the Zerg side, we have the Viper, which is a flyer, has some fun abilities like Abduct, where it can grab things and pull them towards it. So you can kind of grab like siege tanks or colossi and bring them towards your Zerglings and have them just tear it up. We also have the Swarm Host, which is a ground unit that burrows and kind of sends endless free waves of these locusts, these little units that can come out and kind of deal a lot of siege damage to things. And then on the Terran side, we have the Widow Mine, which is a ground unit that burrows and kind of has a pretty cool effect where it can kind of destroy things once it's burrowed. And also we have the Battle Hellion, which is kind of like a morph for the Hellion unit, and kind of transforms and gives a lot more utility on the battlefield. The Warhound, which was a Terran unit that kind of anti-air. It basically never found its place. So while we were testing with it, we thought we had some good potential with it. When we got into the beta early on, we kind of realized that it wasn't doing what we wanted it to, and it wasn't filling kind of the specific purpose we wanted it to, so we ended up cutting that. We added the ability to play with other regions, and we think what we're trying to do is bring all these communities together more and give people more choices. So it's just something that people have asked for a lot, and something that we wanted to do, and we kind of had some technical hurdles to overcome, but now we've finally done it. And yeah, so most players around the world will have a lot of options as to where they can play. We wanted to be able to let people watch replays together. So that's kind of one part of it, is you can actually watch replays with friends. And while you're all watching it together, one person's kind of in control as if like when you're normally watching a replay. But to kind of add an extra fun layer on top of that, we added the ability to resume the replay, or basically pick it up, take command from where it was. So that feature is really awesome in terms of you can be playing somebody and the game's over and you can say, hey, let's try that again, and this time I want to try this instead. And you can actually pick any point in the replay and select which player is going to which player slots and literally take command of the replay from that point forward. I'm just really, our whole team is really excited to get StarCraft II in everybody's hands and hear feedback on the campaign and watch what happens with multiplayer. So please come play Star 2. We're excited and enjoy Heart of the Swarm.